In the great words of my boy Mo. And we're back. What up, y'all? All right, so I was supposed to have this video like 2 months ago, but due to me being an essential worker and other things going on, I couldn't get it out. So y'all may remember this photo here. Yeah, I filmed that like 2 months ago and never had the time to get around to doing it. So doing it over now. We ain't even gonna worry about that. So Q&A, here we go. All right, first question I got is, what advice would you give to first-time home buyers? Get something that you can afford. It doesn't matter, well, I ain't gonna say it doesn't matter what it is, because it does matter. Get something that is nice and affordable for you. I can't really go over numbers like that because everybody's different, but get something that doesn't have you looking at your bank account like, oh, man, well, I gotta pay this and then I gotta sit down for the next 2 months and do all that, you know what I mean? Obviously, I ain't saying, pick something terrible, but don't go outside your budget. You know your budget. So I'll say that for a good piece of advice. Next question is, how does it feel to buy your first house? Cute, okay. If you haven't noticed, bought my first house. This happened like 3 months ago. I closed on it March 13th, but I've been looking for a long time. Way back in August of 2019. Yep, and I thought like 2 or 3 of the houses, I thought, yep, this is it. But I'll say this, it feels great to be in my own space because I live with my mom for, the longest. It's just great to be in my own space. I can do what I want, when I want. I can come downstairs and get something out of the refrigerator at 2 o'clock in the morning. I won't have to worry about waking anybody up, So it's just great. I love it, really. Next question is, what advice would you give to other people who are wanting to start doing their own videos? Man, look, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Do exactly what you wanna do. Let's say if you wanna do, challenge videos or whatever. Personally, for me, I'm gonna say you can be inspired by others, but don't mimic them. So if you see somebody doing something a certain way, number one, that's not how you operate, don't do it. Number two, let's just be honest. Some people go to the extreme and they make things seem as what it's not, and they're not being themselves on camera. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to be over the top. Don't try to be too crazy with it. So yeah, just do what you want. Click. It's easy. Honestly, I'm gonna just say this. Get a tripod, a handheld tripod. Get a bigger tripod that's like between 40 and 50 inches that, extends. And you have your phone. Start there. It's so easy. Just learn how to use some software on your phone. It's very simple. Just do it. Next question is, how do you prep for your videos? Honestly, I don't. I'll say this. If I'm doing a skit, I'll think about how I want to do the video and I'll make up a title for it, and then I go from there. A lot of times the title that I made up for it it's not eventually the actual title. It's similar, but it's not the title. So I just kind of go off the top of my head as I'm filming, because a lot of things change up, and I don't like scripting a lot of things. I just like things to flow, naturally. So to answer the question, I think of an idea and I title that idea, and as I film, I ask myself, okay, what can I do like this, or I just go with the flow, basically. What motivates you? That is a great question. I'll say this. What motivates me? When I turned 22, I woke up one day and I was just like, I want to be better. I saw the mistakes others made, and I saw the mistakes that I made doing certain things. Really, to be honest with you, I reflected on my life a lot and asked myself, why wasn't I being myself? Why I didn't do what I like to do? Why I didn't do what I love to do? Why I didn't do what I wanted to do? Some people may say that's, a little stubborn, but I feel as if I got to a point, basically, if I didn't want to do something, or if I didn't like something, I said it and I stuck with it. But if I liked it, I liked it and out loud. And if, you want to talk about me, laugh at me, it's cool. For instance, there are certain types of music that I listen to, I used to be ashamed of, and it's like, now, if I like it, I like it. I'm like, you like that song? Yeah, I do. Okay. So what really motivates me is, this might sound a little conceited, but I motivate myself. The old me motivates the new me, basically. I don't ever want to go back to the person I was, kind of, kind of trying to be like everybody else or trying to fit in. So it's like, nah, I ain't doing that. Who is your favorite inspirational speaker if you have one? I don't have one. I'll say this. I like to listen to a lot of people speak for different reasons. One reason is because I can learn a lot that I may not have known. That's one. Two, a lot of people say things that they stand for, like, I stand for this, and then they can't explain why, or when they explain why, it's like, that doesn't make sense. Or three, and this is my personal favorite, I like when those that rarely speak up finally speak up, and it's like such a gut punch that people are like, oh, they can't handle the truth, basically. I'm inspired by the truth and liars, because truth tellers tell it how it is, obviously. It's like, it's out there, it's out loud. Liars make me realize how not to move, one. And number two, it also makes me realize, because liars share certain traits, so it kind of helps me down the line. If somebody does something that I already heard, it's like, okay, you're lying. I'm not going to tell you that you're lying. I'm not going to give you, a hint that you're lying, but I know, but I'm not going to say anything. So if that made sense, I hope it does. Last question. When the podcast coming? Man, I don't want to speak on a lot of plans, but my podcast, I want to have my own personal podcast by the fall. Things are a little tough right now because with, COVID-19, I work 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. I work long hours and I'm on my feet a lot. So recording videos right now is kind of tough. That's why I took this kind of small break. It wasn't intentional, trust me. I'm coming back. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make it. The fact that I work, a ton more than I have been is making it a little difficult, but I'm trying to find the time to have a podcast. So I'm going to say I'm shooting for the fall. I won't narrow it down any closer than that. That's what I'm aiming for. So, there it is. Anyway, that was the Q&A. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. I want to do Q&As like every so often because it's kind of fun for me. But if you have any more questions, you let me know on my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, in the comments. But I appreciate y'all for watching. So, peace.